What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is DaviFX back again with another daily analysis video. It's Monday. I love Mondays. This is probably my favorite day of the week because, as they say, if you love your work, you never work a day in your life. So I'm really happy to be here and help you with these analysis. I really think these analyses are going to help to bring clarity and boost confidence in your trading for throughout this week. So stay tuned until the end because I'm going to go all over the time frames looking at NASDAQ. Let's jump right into the charts. All right. I guess I'm gonna clean up everything before I start. I'm even gonna delete alerts, and we're gonna look at monthly time frame to begin with. And I'm gonna repeat myself as I said last week. I'm gonna say it once again. I'm gonna go back in the past, and I'm gonna show you some examples. As you can see, this is a monthly time frame, so every candle represents 1 month. And every time, almost every time, we had a long wick to the downside, we had a rally. Long wick, we had a rally. Long wick, we had a rally. Long wick to the downside, we had a rally. Long wick to the downside, we had a rally. I really hope you all see it now as I do. And if we go to the present, I mean, we can find even more examples. Long wick, rally, long wick, rally, long wick, rally, and so on and so on. And what do we see at the moment? We do see a long wick. And as I said last week, based just on that, I can see that this month should be bullish because we had this long wick. We already had a little dip to the downside. So we might, I'm not saying we're going to be reversing and continuing to the upside. We should go up to some of the key levels to either, retest before continuing down or break it. But this is going to be later on. This is monthly time frame, so we don't need to think about that. We need to think about current price action. So we do have some monthly supports that has been holding and has been respected. As you can see, even throughout this month, price had a wick to this, zone, to the monthly support zone. So this is really significant. So we do have one candle closing above, weak bearish, and now we have another candle just retested it. If we jump down to the lower time frame and look at some price action, look at some candles. 2 weeks before, we did have an impulsive bullish candle. We did have a weak bearish candle, and now this candle is looking bullish so far. It's very early in the week, and we already looking bullish after a retest of this monthly support. So monthly bearish weakness, bouncing off monthly support. Weekly, we do have some engulfing candles, bullish candles. I'm gonna delete this monthly level, but I want everybody to keep that in mind. Now, very interesting thing that I want to show you on the daily time frame is NFP week. We did have NFP week, and the price did go to the downside. But I want to show you a very interesting thing. Even though we had a strong push to the downside on a daily, this wick formed a higher high. I don't know if you can see it. Let me check on it. I really hope you can see this wick, but we did have a wick on the daily time frame which formed a higher high right here. It broke this previous daily high that was right here. So we did form a wick above, and if we look to the bottom of this candle, right here, we do see that it did not break below the previous daily candle. So this was the low of the previous daily candle, and it wasn't broken. If it wasn't even a wick to the downside. So even though we had a strong bearish rally on the NFP last Friday, we did not break any of the bullish structure, and this can be a great way to fake a lot of buyers. And I'm going to show you how now. If I drop to the lower time frame, such as 4 hour, I want to show you how all this kind of shake off of the buyers is happening right now at the markets, which is bringing me even more bullish confidence to trading. First thing that happened was this inverse head and shoulders. A lot of people thought we broke above this neckline, it's time to buy. Boom, fake move to the upside, we melted down. A lot of buyers stopped out. Now we had this distribution right here, like this. A lot of people were shaken off here. A lot of sellers shaken off. A lot of sellers shaken off by this fake out to the downside. They hopped in the trade. They got stopped out, and we had a further consolidation. Further consolidation with a huge impulse to the upside. Now everybody's thinking, okay, we had our retracement. It is time to go down. But I don't think that's the case just based off the analysis that we had on monthly and the weekly time frame. We still have a bullish impulse. We still have bullish momentum. We did create a higher high. We did create a higher low. None of this bullish structure is yet broken. I mean, if they start to break, then okay, we're probably going to be forming a lower low on the higher time frame. But so far, everything is looking bullish, you know. So on the 4 hour, this is the thing we have. We don't have a lot of information here. We are just in some type of consolidation, but we cannot forget, we shouldn't forget that we have this impulse on the left, which might be the start of another impulse to the upside. Let's go to lower time frames such as 1 hour, and I'm going to show you what I have. Now, since my job as a trader is to have an edge, is to make analysis, make decision based on price action and the candles to bring the, edge to my side. So now on the monthly, weekly, and daily, I set my overall bias. Okay, where the price has a higher chance of going on the lower time frame. So I look at monthly, I look at weekly, I set my overall bias on the charts, and then I go to the lower time frame. So let's say everything looked bullish for me on the bigger time frame. That means on the lower time frame, such as 30-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour, I'm only going to be looking for long positions because there's no reason for me to look for short positions if the higher time frame analysis and higher time frame price action tells me otherwise. So now I do have some interesting zones on the 1 hour time frame, and the first one that pops out to me is this area right here, and I'm gonna explain to you real quick why I do like this zone. It's this area right here because we did have a strong reaction here. It had a retest, further push to the downside. The price had a strong impulse here, reacted with a strong push to the downside. Now we have the price break above here, but I don't consider this a break above because this was a fake out, and on NFP we dropped below. We can see some wicks grabbing liquidity from here, from this zone as well. So this is going to be my first zone. Another zone that I really like is this zone right here. As you can see, the price is currently like in some type of consolidation, but overall, if we're looking to the left, once again we do have that impulse to the upside, which is showing us a bullish strength. Now the price came down during the NFP. Before the market closed, we had some consolidation. Monday we opened, we had a strong impulse from this zone. Now, would it be smart for me to take a buy now? I don't think so, because we still have we're still before New York session, so there is a chance that the price can either come back to this consolidation or come back to this zone before going up. So now my two scenarios that I'm looking for is either price coming down here and bouncing, looking for entries here, or the price breaking above, retesting, and then looking for long positions from there. So very, very nice and simple price action understanding. Now I do have a couple more zones on the lower time frame which I like as well. Now I want to mark up this. Why I like this is because this is, these zones are a little bit older zones, like a little bit more to the left, and this one is fresh because the price formed another demand here. So if I use what we have at the current moment, I can drop this right here to our current distribution, and another potential scenario unveils. So once again, we can look for this setup. we can look for this setup, and we can look for this setup. I believe this third setup that I just drew up is the most risky one, because like I said, it's kind of in the middle of consolidation, so the price can do whatever at once when we have that. But if the price ends up coming here, you know, showing some crazy rejection, showing some nice reversal patterns, then I'm probably going to be looking to enter long, excuse me. I really like this and this right here, because a lot of buyers were faked out here. We do have an impulse. A lot of buyers stepped in here. A lot of buyers stepped in here. And what happened? We had either break even stop out or just a stop loss hit. So I really expect the price to push up a little bit higher. Now, before I finish, I want to show you some of my targets, where if I enter and if the price ends up going into profit, this is where I'm going to be looking to go up to. This is one of my targets, very, very, very significant zone. As you can see, 3 respects of the zone, 1, 2, and 3, and they just not regular respects. They're really obvious and really strong, you know, respects and reactions off of this level. So if the price ends up breaking market structure to the upside and continuing to the upside, I really think this is the key level that the bulls are gonna have a big test on. So it's either gonna, you know, reject, or if it breaks, I really think we're gonna go even more higher, because this is very significant, very obvious zone. Everyone has eyes on this zone, and we do have some gaps somewhere in between this area. All right, guys, that's what I have today. If you do enjoy my analysis, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I post these daily so you can watch them and, you know, bring clarity to your trading. Also, I do have a course if you want to learn trading from me and the way I trade, because once you complete the course, you get the one-on-one session with me, so we can have a Zoom call and talk about your experience, and you know, I'm gonna teach you something. And also I have a signals room in the Telegram. All the stuff is in the description. Go check it out. Go watch through it. Go look through it. And maybe if you like some, you can, you know, take that advantage. Thank you for watching. This was DaviFX. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.